Hello guys, and welcome back to a very special episode of Let's Build. Today we have built ourselves a old style western Minecraft saloon, and this is for a competition that's been run by RPM, because you may or may not know my channel is partnered with Maker Studios, so I thought I would enter their Bounty Blocks competition to do a let's build of an old style western saloon. I'll put in the description or on the screen now, probably both, a link to the video explaining the challenge if you haven't heard of it. And before I show you around the build in full, we're going to cut to the build montage. So guys, you've seen me build it, now it is time for the tour. And I actually named this saloon the Horse and Lead because look at it. It is in a valley, in some desert, in the middle of nowhere. There's only one way the people would be coming to this establishment, and that is by horse. For some reason the horses seem to like standing in their water instead of drinking it. Who am I to question it? But anyway, carrying on, that is the name of this saloon because it always looks nice with a little symbol and a little name on this sign that's hanging down. And I'm going to spin around the outside for a bit while I talk because there were two main things I wanted, well, three main things, but two on this exterior that I wanted to focus on. And those were navigation and not being symmetrical, and I can't think of a more concise word for that. Navigation being the way you get around things, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but the not being symmetrical thing is a lot of builds are square in Minecraft. The first thing to becoming good at building something is to not make it square. But then, all the builds that aren't square tend to be symmetrical. There might be a cylinder, or a rectangle, or triangle if you're good, and something like that. And that also doesn't look very realistic because that's not how things are built in real life. What is he doing? Again, not going to question it. So I really wanted to make this a very unsymmetrical build, and you can see when I fly over the top the shape of that. You can see the almost outline of a square that I chipped away at to make that sort of triangle with a bit sticking out on the upper floor. And I had these overhands on the bottom, and then this whole extra section of building sticking out one of the two sides, all to make it a little bit more diverse. And also, a lot of the corners I have chipped away at, like here, rather than square, they're one block off of it, and we have these struts coming out on the corners that really help to disguise the squarish shape that it's very hard to get rid of in Minecraft. And again, over here, these struts, as well as serving an aesthetic purpose, they do help in the whole build. It also helps to create the illusion of a more complex and less square symmetrical build. So that's what I've done around here. Navigation I'm going to talk about now in this build is as you walk around, there are many different paths you can take. It's not just one linear experience. So I could go up that staircase, or I could come into this side room. I could head up this spiral staircase, and again, choices. I could go inside. I think I will this time. And you see, now we're at the top of that staircase up here. Or we could go through these double doors, and we're out on the rooftops, on the balcony area. There was a door back inside, or we can follow it all the way around to another set of doors, which is on the opposite side of the place. And that was really a key feature, I think, in making this build seem realistic, is that there's more than one way to explore this area. It's not all the same. And that has happily led us into the third thing I was trying to focus on, which was an interior. Because if you've watched any of the Let's Builds on my channel, I'll put a link in the description and a clip on the video in case you haven't, check those out. I never really focused much on interior, so I thought since we're doing this one-off special, it's a brilliant opportunity to take an attempt at doing one, and I am really happy at how it turned out. It made it seem like a really busy area on the floor with all these tables to give that sort of livelihood to the build, but cutting out the upper floor for instead an open balcony helped to make it not seem cramped. It made it seem, even though the floor was extremely crowded, seemed like there was lots of space and made it look not just a big jumble, but still a very nice piece of work. So I was really pleased how it turned out all in all. And that is about everything I have to tell you guys. I hope you have liked this build and this special episode of Let's Build. Fingers crossed for a good result in this competition. But if not, we don't need to worry because we still got a really enjoyable experience building this out of it. So thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time. Bye bye guys.